Uh, so yeah, today I just went to go get fucking what's it called, food. Then we walked around
Yeah.
the mall and shit. Oh shit, we actually went to the arcade too. I forgot about that. And then we
Do
went
you
to
guys have like a legit arcade there?
yeah. Have you ever been around one?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Well, I'm surprised they have one here because when I lived in Japan for like 5 years, like one of the biggest arcades there was Round One, but the Round One over there was different. Like you paid per hour. I think it was like $20 per hour, and literally all the games for free. You could play pool. They had like a batting cages. It was like literally 5 floors of shit to do. But like over here, it's different. You pay for tickets. I mean, you pay like for points. It's like a Dave and Buster's, pretty much. But it's pretty. It's all.
Oh, okay.
But they have bowling there. They have pool. Like it's pretty fun. But but what me and my friend are doing is we want is the only reason why we started going is because one day we walked in there as kind of like a fucking goof, and we walked into like the ticket, like cashing in place, and we were looking at the items and we were just looking at like the most expensive shit, and we want to get a fucking saxophone for some reason, and it's 64,000 tickets, which doesn't
Is it
sound
a
like a
real
lot.
saxophone or like a
Yeah,
play one?
no, it's a legit saxophone, like for real saxophone. It's $64,000. Guess how much a fucking okay? They also have an Xbox One there. Guess how much the Xbox One is?
I don't know, like 100,000 tickets or something.
It's 48,000.
That's actually not that bad.
Yeah, but what makes us fucking laugh every time we go in there is that the saxophone is more expensive than the fucking Xbox One.
I think if you would look up like the price for a saxophone, you would probably figure out why.
Let me see.
Because
Price
I think an Xbox One is outdated, right?
price of saxophone. Well, not yet because they haven't came out with the new shit yet. Okay, yeah, they go up from $200 to $8,000, and I have no clue what the one. What's holy shit? There's one here for $20,000, $22,000.
Yeah, see, you're getting a steal for the
Um,
one there.
okay, no, 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 but they also have some on here for like 200, $500. It's got to be one of those. But neither of us know how to play any instruments. So
You're just
literally,
gonna go there and be like, "Yeah, we want the saxophone,"
we did we did the
and
we did the math. Okay, so in order to, because every time you spend $40, you get like 250 tickets, right? So
like
I think
automatically.
yeah, yeah, automatically, like no meme. So I think we did the math, and fuck, what was it? Like if we just paid for it, like straight up, I think it was like somewhere around like $1,200 or something like that.
$1,200.
Yeah, yeah,
What the
but
fuck?
I mean, we win tickets though. Like I'm just saying, like if we only wanted the saxophone, we'd have to spend 1,200. Like yeah, twelve hundred
I mean, you're
dollars.
gonna have to just keep going back for a while.
I think right now we're at like 7,500. We're nowhere. We're not
So
even. We're not even
how do you
close.
like collect the tickets? Like, do they give you like a little card like at Dave and Buster's, or is it like literal tickets like at Peter Piper?
Uh, it's uh, it's like a card. Yeah. Then you just keep
Oh,
using
okay.
the same card. So when we go, we take turns paying, and then we do that. You know.
I'm just gonna come down and rob y'all when you guys are getting close and be like, I want the saxophone.
Dude, no, no, we know too. As soon as we buy it, it's not gonna be like as fulfilling as we as we think it is, and that's what makes it even funnier. Like, because we're both not gonna be able to know how to play it. It's so
I'm
fucking
pretty
funny.
sure you're just gonna put it up on the wall and be like, yeah, that's the saxophone that we won from the arcade place.
They have a Roomba there too, and it's like 124,000
A
tickets.
Roomba would be so much better.
Yeah, but we're getting the saxophone.
We're getting the saxophone, fuck
Yeah,
the dirty floor.
yeah, and I'm just gonna learn how to play that fucking one stupid song. Have you know that song that you know that song? It's
I
it's
had
like a
no idea that was on a saxophone.
yeah, yeah, it's a saxophone song.
That's funny.
I remember one time I was in like sixth grade, and we had show and tell for some fucking reason as sixth graders, and this fucking kid. I don't remember what the fuck I brought in. I think I brought in like a fucking Jordan jersey, and I'm like, hey, look at my jersey, guys. It's pretty cool, right? I don't have any cool shit, man. I was fucking poor. And this fucking kid brought in a saxophone. We were like, fuck, man, that's pretty cool, man. And he's like, I could play it too. And we're like, all right, man, quit fucking lying. And the dude literally got in the front. He was like the most nerdy, like, kid ever. And when he got into the front, he started playing the fucking saxophone. He fucking killed it, man. And like and then after that, nobody made fun of him. He was just cool as shit. We were like, fuck, man, you're a fucking
He is
beast.
cool as shit. I've never seen a sixth grader play a saxophone.
He was
I'm
a
an
fucking
adult. I can't do that.
he was a fucking demigod when it came to fucking wielding a saxophone. He was amazing.
Damn.
I wonder what that kid's
I
up
don't
to
have
now.
any of those skills. The only memory that I have ever of a talent show when I was small is ruining this girl's life. Like,
How?
she was gonna be in the talent show. I wasn't even in it. I don't know nothing about talent shows. Like, I don't have talents. I'm poor. I don't know none of that.
Like poor people
um,
have talent, man. How do you think people get out of the hood playing NBA? I mean, playing fucking
you
basketball
just
and
get
football.
lucky. You just get lucky. That's how it happens.
Okay.
Anyways, like, so this girl, she's gonna like perform a song or whatever. I wasn't even home, but like I had mentioned to her that like I had a CD that of the song that she was looking for. I wasn't home. I had no idea when the talent show was. So when like the date of the talent show, she
What song
shows
was
up to
it?
my house, and my dad's the only one there. And my dad's like, yeah, I didn't know what the fuck she needed or what she wanted, cause my dad's like, he just has a routine. So like, he just goes to work, takes a nap, goes to church. I don't give a fuck about anything else that's going on in the world. And this girl was so upset. Like, from that day on, she just hated me because she's like, yeah, you ruined my talent show. I was like, damn,
What was the song though?
okay. Some like Mexican ass song by like Selena.
Hey, man. Yeah,
And we did have the
I don't think
CD,
you have
like
to
we
be
actually had
Mexican.
it.
I
But
don't
my dad was just like, nah.
I don't think you have to be Mexican to enjoy Selena though. Those are some
I
bangers,
don't think
man.
so either.
I could
I
picture it
don't think
probably
so
being that one
either.
song, that bitty bitty bum bum, that song. I could picture
Everybody
it.
knows that song.
And fucking dreaming, dreaming of you
Austin probably
tonight.
knows those songs too.
Nah, he's fucking too white, man. He's too white. Yeah, maybe
Did you
just
tell him to
because
shave
J
and get
Lo,
a tan?
huh?
Did you tell him to shave and get a tan?
I did. He did not like it. I didn't say the 10 part, but I hinted that maybe he should
He really
shave.
needs to shave his face. He really does,
He
though.
did not like it. I literally. It's funny that you bring that up because I literally told him that maybe like 3 hours ago. he didn't. He did not like that. And you told me that like fucking 3 weeks ago that he. Wait,
Yeah,
actually,
I
you've been
told you
telling me
that a
that for the
couple
past
weeks
two
ago.
months. Yeah, yeah, he did not like that.
Yeah, he's just one of those people that can't grow like facial hair. Because I think if he would grow like really nice facial hair, it wouldn't look bad. But he's just one of those people that can't grow facial hair. That's the issue.
Like me, I have like Indian blood, so like literally, there's like one spot underneath my neck that grows like 10 times the speed as
Like
anything on my
stubble.
face. I wouldn't even call it stubble, man. At this point, it hurts to shave it. Like it grows in like at like 100 times thickness and 100 times fucking like faster than any fucking body on my hair. Doesn't matter if it's my fucking balls or yeah, it just grows so
You
obscenely
should just
fast.
wax it.
No, I would literally pull my fucking chin skin off. Like
No, you wouldn't. You know that there's like waxing for your face, right? There's
no,
like
yeah,
places
no
that do
shit.
that.
There's people who wax their assholes, man. Yeah, I get that. Listen, I'd rather shave.
Your skin's gonna be fine.
I'd rather shave once a day or twice a day or once every 2 days than fucking
You
wax
get
my
used to
fucking
it.
skin. Nah, I'm cool,
You
bruh.
get used to it.
I'm cool, bruh. I'm cool. Speaking of talent shows, I never done a talent show, right? Because when I was in preschool, we had this fucking like graduation, like because the way my preschool worked was there was like four rooms. There was a baby room, then like a toddler room, and then like a little kids room, and then like the big kids room.
That
So
sounds a little bit like daycare.
it's pretty much what it is. So it was like a daycare, and
Okay.
I was graduating from the toddlers from the little kids room to the like big kids room, which was like I don't know, fucking second grade to like fifth grade. It was such a huge gap.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we had this fucking play that we were gonna do, right? So the teacher comes out with like a fucking milk crate, and she's like, "Okay, kids, this is gonna be for our play, and everyone's gonna go in there and pick an instrument, right?" And I was like, "Shit, bro, I'm picking the tambourine, bro. That's like the only instrument I ever knew, a tambourine." So I'm like maybe like second to last kid to like pick because I'm fucking short, small. Like people just out muscling me, right? Getting the good shit, like the drums and like drummer sticks and the guitar, the shitty ukulele, like a bunch of shit like that, right? I get to the second and there's only I think there's two things in there, three things in there. There's um like the triangle, right? There's like all the shitty
Yeah.
things. The triangle, maybe a recorder, and then there's a microphone, right? And at this point, I didn't know if I picked the microphone, I was gonna have to fucking sing in front of the whole fucking graduation thing. My dumbass grabs the microphone, bro, right? And then as soon as I grab the microphone, she's like, "Oh, aren't you ambitious, right?" I'm like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" She's like, "Okay, so you're gonna have to learn all the lyrics to fucking R. Kelly. I believe I can fly." I'm fucking glad he's going to fucking jail. He ruined my fucking aftercare, fucking social life for years. Anyways, I picked the microphone, and I'm sitting there like I believe I could, right? I'm killing it. Like in practice, I
Yeah.
think I'm killing it at least. So the time comes when we have we go to this church for like the fucking graduation ceremony, and I learned all the lyrics, right? So she was like, "Okay, now it's time for the performance, for the graduation performance, right?" And everybody grabs their instruments. I grab the fucking microphone, and then I hear the beat starts, right? And I'm like, "All right, I'm ready." And I just freeze up, right? I freeze up. I miss my cue, right, for the first fucking for the first I
The
don't
first
remember.
verse.
Yeah, it was like dun, dun, I don't fucking remember. Anyways, I've literally blocked that part out of my fucking memory because it was horrific. So I'm sitting up there and I'm like literally stage fright. And I'm sitting up there and I just start fucking crying, dude. Like I
Oh
start
my
crying
god.
in front of everyone, my fucking after school classmates, my fucking their fucking parents and families, my fucking parents and my grandparents showed up, and I'm fucking just sitting up there bawling, crying because I didn't want to fucking sing the fucking song.
And nobody helped you? Where the fuck was the teacher?
What happened was my grandma came up on the stage and grabbed me and fucking took me to go get cake or something, and it was fucking it was traumatizing. And then some little white girl who was my backup singer, I guess, knew all the words, and she killed it. I guess I don't fucking know, man.
You just like, I'm out. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go eat some comfort food. My
yeah.
grandma's here.
I think in
Bye.
kindergarten too, I was in a play, and they casted me as like a fucking moon, and I just sat in the fucking back, dressed in all gray, and I was literally I had to stand up for the entire fucking play, and I think maybe 5 minutes into it, I sat down, and I was just sitting down for the rest of the play. I'm not good on stage. Well, as a child, I was stage fright. Now I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'll go be a fucking give me a fucking microphone, bruh. I'll go sing "I Believe I Can Fly" and like R. Kelly and get put in
I
jail.
go to karaoke right now.
I'm a beast at karaoke. I can't sing, but I compensate with talent with sheer volume, right? The
How do you
louder
compensate with talent if
sheer
you're telling
volume.
me that you can't sing?
Yeah, sheer volume, man. Like I just yell. I just ye- I just yell the lyrics. It sounds good to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never sang karaoke, but this bar that I really like going to, or I used to go to, it always had karaoke night on like Fridays or Saturdays, something like that.
Hmm.
So when people were going up there, and by the time like it was already like they started karaoke really late. So by that time everyone was already drunk and these people were going up. And if I heard like a song that I knew, I would just start yelling from wherever I was in the bar. And people were just like, yeah, 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 like it's okay. And nobody questioned it. I'm just like, yeah, this is cool.
And like I said, when I lived in Japan, that's like literally one of the things. Like, if you're trying to fuck a Japanese girl, you better like know some karaoke, because I mean, you don't gotta sing good, but you just gotta be willing to do it.
Yeah,
Because
what's up with that? I was watching an anime the other day and they were literally like, "Oh, like let's go to karaoke after school." And then they went to like it looked like a whole building, but all it was dedicated to is like karaoke. Like you would rent out a room to sing karaoke with other people.
they
And I
actually
just
had that
I
shit
was
at
like,
round
"What?"
one. That the arcade I was telling you about,
Yeah.
one of the floors was literally dedicated to karaoke. I just remembered that. But yeah, I don't fucking know. Like, they fucking love it there. I don't know. I would go. You see, the Japanese got it right, man. Maybe not during the war, but they got it. But they got it right as far as like customer service goes, right? Like, all the fun shit, you just pay by the hour, man, and like everything's free, or vice versa. You pay for food and everything is free. So like they have these things over there called izakayas, which literally
Uh-huh.
if you spend $20 worth of food, you can sit there for that for an hour and drink as much as you want. And the way the a lot of the karaoke places go is you pay for the room for an hour and you just order drinks. I think you have to pay for food, but drinks are free because they know it's like Vegas. Like, if you're if you're
If
gambling,
you're gambling, they bring the drinks.
yeah, they bring the drinks because they know it's gonna be funner and people are gonna want to go. But yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
have to come visit you when you go to Japan.
bro, I'm going to Thailand next, bro. I'm going to Thailand next, and I'm just gonna wall the fuck out, man. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know as soon as I hit the fucking strip with my boys, I will be fucked up. And I'll be acting a fool for sure. That's my mission, is to go there acting a fool.
You know what? I've never really heard it like a lot of things about Thailand. Like,
It's
is I don't know.
literally a flight there from here is probably like $1,000, but like once you get there, like $20, and you're like a fucking king. like like you can get bowls of soup for like 25 cents. It's insane. My friends were telling me. My friends are telling me like they go to bars and they pick up girls and shit, and like they just pay for cab fare. Like, they fuck them and they just pay for a cab fare and they're cool with it.
What do
Like,
you what like in the cab?
no, I mean, like, they take them back to their hotel, and then when
And they
they
just pay
leave,
for
all they expect is cab fare
Oh,
to go home.
okay.
Yeah, they go home with you, but you got to pay for your taxi, for their taxi in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I got money for taxis. I'll go there.
Yeah, I'll give you fucking $20 to take a taxi, even though it's probably gonna cost like only $4. But whatever, man. Here's a 20. Enjoy that.
Enjoy the cab.
Yeah, enjoy the cab and maybe feed yourself for the next fucking 6 months. Enjoy that, fam.
Damn.
But
I had
yeah,
no idea. I'm gonna have to look this up. Maybe I want to go to Thailand too.
it's gonna be lit, bro. It's gonna be absolutely lit. And I know I'm too old to say lit, but it's gonna be lit.
I don't think you can ever be too old to say lit.
If my
Like,
stepdad called me and he's like, "Hey, man, you going to Thailand?" I'll be like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, that's lit." I just hang up the phone on him, man.
why?
He's like 37 years old, man.
So let the man live his most
No,
extra
he's
life.
I'm being generous. He's like 40. I didn't want to say he's
What?
I didn't want to say he's 40 because it seems too rude, but he's like 40, man.
But whatever you are is what you are. Like there's no hiding that.
Listen, I got 3 more years to just act like a fucking piece of shit, and then I gotta like chill the fuck out.
So what, in 3 years you're gonna settle down, have kids, and have a white picket fence life?
I'm not saying kids, but I'm gonna stop, you know, doing degenerate shit like
Why?
like throwing up at bars.
Oh, okay, yeah. You
Throwing
wanna
up at
you wanna stop
bars.
that right now.
Getting drunk and hitting on 20-year-olds. And,
You're
just,
not too old to hit on. You're never too old to hit on 20-year-olds.
what about 19-year-olds?
They're legal. They're legal.
What about like 18?
They're legal. You just gotta make sure to check IDs with those.
I'm gonna have to start
They might
carding
look
motherfuckers.
18, but these girls out here might not be. A lot of people get catfished. Like, oh, this girl, she looks just like the rest of them.
Bro, every guy who's been on a
The
dating
drawn-on
site,
eyebrows and big titties.
every guy who's been on a dating site's been catfish, bro. It's literally like that. I've only met one good catfish, and I've dealt with thousands. I wouldn't say thousands, but hundreds. I wouldn't say hundreds, but somewhere close to 100 maybe. The one catfish, literally, I don't know how they did it, but FaceTimed me, and somehow it was fake. And then like all this shit, I don't know. It was weird. I don't remember the exact details, but I think after like a week I found out. And normally I can find out that shit within the first 2 messages or one message even. You know.
So the funny thing about like catfishing, I used to do that
But
on dating websites if I
yeah.
didn't want to talk to someone. I would use my own pictures and it would be me, but if they would message me and I didn't want to be rude or, anything, because people on dating apps, they always take everything so offensive. And so I would tell them like, oh, it's because I'm a catfish. Like, I'm just here looking for sugar daddy or whatever. And these people would just laugh and be like, oh, okay, so how was your day? I'm like, yo, this is not why I was telling you that I'm a catfish. It's so you can block me or stop talking to me. I'm actively telling you I am not a real person and you don't even care.
Some people are
Like,
just lonely, bruh. That's why people pay for OnlyFans. Like, I don't understand.
okay,
I
people
don't
don't pay
understand
for
OnlyFans, man. Like, just watch porn. It's free, man. It's free. Like,
but people
why?
don't pay for OnlyFans. Oh crap, my mic, my bad. But people don't pay for OnlyFans because they're lonely or because porn is like, it's like right there. People pay for OnlyFans because they like the girl, like specifically that girl.
You
Like
can't.
when you go to porn,
I like
when you're
porn. I
looking
like some
for like,
porn stars. I'll just watch
yeah,
their
yeah,
porn
yeah. But
for
porn
free.
stars are acting, you know, and these people
And
when they
these
go to
guys aren't.
OnlyFans,
Oh,
they're like,
oh, babe. Thanks for the $20 tip, babe. You're the best, babe. You're probably my favorite subscriber. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
okay, I don't
You
know
don't think
any
they're
like
acting?
OnlyFans girls who actively talk to their subscribers like that.
I know somebody who's who was actively on OnlyFans, and apparently it's pretty I mean, probably not like who's that one bitch that you were telling me about the other day who like scammed
Lizzie,
a bunch
Lizzie
of people?
Blake.
Yeah. Like somebody like that, probably not, but like some bitch with like only like 50 subscribers or like 30 subscribers is definitely probably gonna be hands on and milking these lonely pieces of shit for as much as they got. You know?
I mean, yeah, I get that. I get that. But I think that like OnlyFans has like a wide variety of like girls that you're gonna find on there,
I just don't get
especially
it.
like with COVID right now.
Some of the
So you're gonna
girls don't even post nudes. They just post like sexy pictures in bikinis.
yes, because
Um,
OnlyFans doesn't have rules. It's
I
these
know
people
that.
pay you
Ah.
to just like to see you do things. Like today, that girl that I was telling you about,
Yeah.
Lizzie. So
Yeah.
she put up on Instagram. Somebody paid her to just do a reaction video to a bukkake fucking video. That's what they paid her for. Just so she can watch this bukkake and record herself reacting to it, and they bought that.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I think one time I saw something on Dr. Phil where there was this just pig of a woman. She just looked like like she carried herself like she was like a 90-pound blonde petite woman with big tits. Like she carried herself like that, but she was easily like 5'5", like 180 pounds, fake tan. She looked like a fucking mess, bro. She looked like a bootleg Snooki, and Snooki does not look good to me. So, and I remember I saw her on Dr. Phil, and she was just like, "Yeah, men just love to pay me to spend their money. Like they'll just buy me things, and blah blah blah." And Dr. Phil was like, "So you're a hooker, or like you're a prostitute?" And she's like, "No, I." She's like, maybe like 5% of the people that are my clients, I'll have sex with, but the other 95% just want to spoil me. And I was just like, bro, some bitches got it so easy, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
She was a hot mess, bro.
There's people like that though. Like, I watched this story on Snapchat that says that it's called like Love Always Wins or something like that, and it's about like odd couples. And today there was like a couple on there, and it was this girl. She was older, but she was handicapped. Like she needed help with everything because she couldn't move her arms or her legs like nothing. She had like this weird disease. She
Like
was dating a
ALS.
guy like 20 years younger that would take care of her. And then half these girls out here want to
Did
kill themselves
was
because they
she
can't get
rich?
no dates. No,
Was she? Oh, she
neither of
must have
them
had a
had
good
money. They're just
personality.
regular ass people. Like, I think if you're not getting dates or
Listen,
if you're not
there's
getting laid, you're just not targeting the right audience.
listen, there's good guys out there. Maybe the 20-year-old was just a really good guy and loved her personality or whatever.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, there's somebody
That's
out
a
there.
1 in a million,
for-
though.
No, you're not targeting your audience. Like, I'm on this like website. I'm not gonna say which one.
Just say it.
And I get like DMs of guys, and they're like, "Oh, like I want to worship you, this and that, blah blah blah," and I'm just like, "No, like, my profile says that I'm in a relationship. Like, I'm not really looking for like any hookups and stuff like that." And like on this website, everyone's like really polite, so they understand, and they're like, "Okay, but like let me know you're very pretty, and I just want you to like." I had a guy who was like, "I just want you to humiliate me." There was another guy that's like, I just want to come and like do chores for you, or take you shopping. Like, what in the like, to me that's weird. I don't understand that.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
these are
there's
strangers
definitely
that
guys
just
that like
want
to
to
be.
do things like that. And
There's definitely guys out there who get off on being beta. You know what I mean? I feel like there's no middle. Maybe there is. I might be talking out of my ass, but hardly ever there's a middle. Either beta or an alpha, fam. It's hard to be like in between. What side is this though? I want to know.
I'll put it in the chat.
We actually met on a dating site, and I messaged you.
Yeah, didn't I tell you I was a catfish?
No, you didn't tell me you were a catfish. You told.
I
I asked you. I was like, "Why are you on this site? Like, what are you looking for?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm actually married. I'm just on here to like meet people." And I was just like, "All right, what the fuck, bitch?"
Because I was.
And I think I like. I don't remember what the fuck happened, but I was like, "What?" I was like, "All right, I'll still talk to this bitch though. Not to like fuck or anything, but like I'm just like, all right, we'll see. We'll see. I'm still down to meet cool peeps and whatnot." And I just remember you could take a blow. Like I could say whatever I wanted to you, and you just wouldn't be offended. Like since I knew there was no possibility of us fucking, and the fact that I was like, why the fuck is this bitch in Texas? And I'm in North Carolina, and I matched with this. I mean, this bitch came up on my feed. I was like, what the fuck? So like literally, I would just say whatever the fuck, and then you know, it led to a friendship, I guess.
Because I don't really get offended easily.
It's
I really don't.
it's hard to. Okay, wait. It's called Fet Lifestyle. No, Fet Life. It's a social network for the BDSM fetish and kinky community.
Why are you reading that
Why
on
not?
the podcast?
Why not, man? Why were you afraid to say this?
Because it's not a website that a lot of people go on. It's a worldwide website.
Well, you can pick a
Um,
role: dominant, dominee, switch,
oh,
submissive,
there's
master, mistress, slave. What the fuck is this?
there is a lot of things, and the list of kinks that are on there
What the
are
fuck is a
some
king?
things that I've never even heard of.
What the fuck is a kingster? A daddy,
Yeah.
a mommy. I was
And
thinking,
there's groups of people, and then you could go on these groups and talk to people, and these people, like, if you have any type of question or anything like that, these people are like like
there's something
they'll
called a
send you
cut.
like links and videos, and they'll explain it, and they're like, yeah, like,
There's something called a cuckwine. It's literally spelled like that, cuckwine.
yeah, I
Not
don't
like
know
queen.
what that is.
I'm assuming so. A cuckold is like a guy that likes to watch his chick get fucked by other guys. So I'm assuming that the opposite of that would be this cuckwine, which would be a girl that likes to watch her guy get fucked by other girls.
I assume.
Oh my god, there's furries on here, man. There's one
Hey,
called
I
Pony.
knew a real furry, and he was really nice.
Normally
I do
they
not
are,
judge
but
people
that
based
doesn't.
on their kinks.
Normally they are, but they're fucking. They're kind of weird, man.
Yeah, I thought he was super cool. And like he had a really cute like furry outfit. I thought he was really cute.
I mean, to women, it's unattractive, and but I guess I could see how that's like a 420-pound man in a fucking wolf costume with the ass part cut out.
You
Is
can't
it?
tell who they are.
I mean, if
Furries
bruh,
are fully covered.
if there's a 420-pound man in a wolf costume, I'm gonna know he's 420 pounds, man. It's not that good. But I don't see anyone finding that attractive. But I mean, there's people out there. There's something out there for everyone, man.
I'm telling you, if you're not getting laid or if you can't find someone, it's because you're not targeting the right audience. There is someone, like, it doesn't matter how weird your kink is or what you're into. There is someone, like, not just a someone, there's like a group of people out there that believe the same thing, like
Yeah.
the same shit.
I like a nice submissive woman. Maybe not like relationship wise, but
You
bed
have to
wise.
specify because people on this website, like, they put like, oh, 24/7, like that's the life they want to live 24/7 to be controlled in every way. And there's other people that are like, no, like, I just like it, in the sex aspect, of my life, and I like to live a normal life the rest of the time and stuff like that. But maybe make a profile.
I'm
Check
not
it
making a
out.
profile. I'm not making
You
a
don't you
profile
don't have
here.
to say who you are. Not a lot of people that I've ran into on there are anonymous because a lot of people don't care, and it's kind of hard to find this website. Like somebody told me about it, and I never heard of it or anything like that before.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could try it. Just be anonymous. Talk to a couple people are like surprisingly really nice on there. Like if you tell
I wouldn't
people
be
like,
surprised.
oh
I mean,
yeah, like I'm not
you're not
looking
gonna
for anything, they're just like, okay.
you're not gonna be a cunt on this website and get laid. So I wouldn't be surprised.
No, but some of these people, like, I ran into a profile. This woman, her kink was cheating on her husband, and she had all these rules.
I don't. I
And
don't.
people would hit her up, and she's like, I don't want to kiss, I don't want nothing, I just want you to come and fuck me and then leave. And she's like, my kink is to cheat on my husband, so if you're cool with that, hit me up, and if you're not, then like don't come over here and tell me that I shouldn't be cheating. And she would apparently get a bunch of people on there to cheat on her husband with.
Have you ever heard of Craigslist like back pages?
I have, but I've never been on Craigslist or Craigslist Backpage or anything like that before, if
So
I'm being
so
honest.
so let me explain to you. All right, I went on there once because I was on a dry spell, and I just needed to get laid, right? So I went on there, and I was just like, let me see what's up with this place. And since I was in North Carolina, right outside of a base, like a military base, there was surprisingly a lot of fucking military wives on there who would say in the description, "Husband's a piece of shit. He's deployed, just looking for a fuck buddy to come and fuck me every now and again," right? So that was kind of surprising to me, and there was a shocking amount of fucking women who were like that. But
I don't find that surprising at all,
most,
actually.
most of the time, it was just fucking bitches selling their talents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fucking, yeah, we can do an oral they would say oral massage, fucking, with the
Okay,
fucking,
yeah, because we don't all know what that is, right?
with the tongue out emoji, drip, 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 fucking emoji, fucking, I make sure you have a good night or some shit. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I was like, you know what, man, I'll be alright. I'm not this desperate yet to fucking meet a complete stranger and 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 contract HIV. I was like, I'm gonna be all right.
I think the only thing I don't like about like stuff like that is the fact that you don't know if this girl is gonna be real, if she's gonna have something, if she's gonna try to rob you, if she's just luring you in there to
I'd be
like,
I'd be damned if
I
I
don't
get
know.
robbed by a woman. I'm going out
But you
swinging.
don't but you don't know that when you show up to her place, like she's not gonna like have her boyfriend inside and he's gonna knock you out with a bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe. She maybe I could see that happening. Just I got my dick out and shit. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm butt ass
He's
naked,
ready to
ready to
go.
fuck. This guy comes out of the fucking closet with a fucking aluminum bat and just goes to town on my ass.
Yeah,
I
like
could see that happening.
I would just find it like more dangerous than anything else
Yeah.
because I don't like know people, or people never admit to it, but like people have told me that like they've called people from there, blah blah blah, and everything went well for them. But what about like the 1% of people that got robbed,
Like
or
like the guy who
they got
fucking killed
drugged or
people.
whatever?
Yeah. There was a lot of old guys on there too, looking to fuck like 18-year-olds. Surprisingly, like, oh,
Ew.
I got money and looking for 18 to 19 and will be sugar daddy and shit like that. I mean,
Sugar daddies ain't real, or I don't know. I don't think they are. All these people are always like,
I
yeah,
mean, not
sugar
not
daddies, blah
not
blah
necessarily.
blah, and they
Okay,
can't even give you money. Like,
if you're like a 19-year-old, like fucking like legit, you look like a model, and you gotta live in the right place at the right time. Like I
yeah, fuck
a, lo-
that. I
a
look
lot of
like a
that shit
homeless person.
a lot of that shit goes on in like New York, California, like shit like that.
I heard that it goes on a lot in Florida too, because
Yeah, yeah,
Florida
yeah,
doesn't
for
have
sure.
the rule that when you're making porn, there has to be condoms involved. So a lot of girls, when they're trying to get into porn or anything like that, they go to Florida.
Hmm. I never knew that. It's weird that you know that, but hey, the more
I
you
was
know,
watching a documentary about it.
the more you know,
There's
fam.
like I think Florida, LA, and like Vegas are some of the only places that let you make porn without a condom involved. And in the other states, you have like the guy has to be wearing a condom.
It's better than Japanese porn, I guess. I mean, I like Asian women. I'd say that's maybe my top two or three. But dicks are always blurred out. I mean, not that I want to see the dick, but it's just a little weird. You know what I mean? It's just a little weird. Just and their pussies are blurred out too.
Yeah,
It's just
even in the hentai, like it's not even like I don't know. I don't get the blurring out. I don't get it. Like we know what's going on. We know this is porn. So
it's
why
literally
is it getting blurred out?
I don't know what the fuck it's for. Maybe it's like to not desensitize people who are like addicted to that shit, like over there in that fucking in that part of
I
the
heard they
country.
were gonna pass a law that it was no longer gonna be blurred out. So
Yeah, I mean I don't know.
no,
You seem pretty up to date on fucking on porn.
what's going on in the porn
Yeah,
industry?
on porn trivia. You got fucking something to tell me? You've been looking at switching careers.
I could be. No, I'm not. There's a
Anyways,
lot involved in porn. Like you have to be fit, you have to have the stamina, you have to like look good, you have to I don't know. I think
I
it's
had
just too hard.
I had a favorite growing up. You know, fuck, what was her name? Cause I mean, one of my one of my things is I love fucking redheads, right? So there was this redhead. I think her name was like Faye. Let me look it up. I think it's like Faye Reagan, maybe. Porn star.
Look up this girl.
Porn star. Asa Akira. Do I need to look that up? That bitch up. Everyone knows her.
You know who she is?
Yeah, everyone knows her. That's like saying, do you know who fucking Lisa Ann is or Hitomi
I don't know
Tanaka?
who that is.
You know who Lisa? She's like the fucking the like quintessential like big titty fucking porn star chick.
Oh, no idea. I only know about her because I don't know what I was reading. I think I was reading an article and
Fuck, I don't.
she came up. And apparently she's had two dicks in her ass at the same time. And I was like, yo, I gotta know who this girl is.
Yeah, she's a savage, bro. Like she likes it rough. But anyway, this is the redheaded chick, right? So like she hasn't been in a porn in so long. Like literally when if I get the feeling of like wanting to watch her stuff, it's like fucking it's like 480p fucking quality, right? It's like not good. But I
It's all pixelated
yeah,
and
it's
shit.
all pixelated, you know. It the dick might as well be blurry. Like it's that bad. So so like I like my friends watch a lot of porn, obviously. So
Okay, yeah.
so
Okay.
so so I remember we were talking about like, you know, favorites and shit, and I brought her name up, and for some reason, for some reason, my friend knew what happened to her. He's like, yeah, you know what happened to her? I was like, no. I was like, fucking tell me. He was like, she got super fat and moved to Japan, and I was like, and stopped doing porn. I was like, how the fuck do you know that, man? And he was like, one time I was watching one of her porns on Pornhub, and I scrolled through the comments to read through them, and I was like, who the fuck does that, man? Well, like, I think I did that one time where I was reading through comments, and all of it was like, oh man, this shit made me come so hard. I came in, people clocking their times, man. I came in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. First of all, you lying, right? And I'm just like, I never looked at fucking comments ever again, unless literally the only time I'll ever look at comments is like I'm watching like some random shit on like a front page of like a porn, and then I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, she got it going on, right? She putting in work. Like, this chick's pretty good, right? And I'll look at the comments, and you know, the second comment might be, oh, her name is fucking blah blah blah, right? That's the only time it comes in use. But apparently, he's quite the connoisseur when it comes to this type of stuff. But yeah,
Have you looked up how she looks now, or there's like nothing?
fuck, maybe I should try that. I remember there's
You
this one
should.
chick too, who was like, I'm gonna type in 2020. I don't know. This could all be lies.
how could she have gotten fat and moved to Japan? She's so thin.
I fucking loved fucking watching this chick shit for some reason. I don't know why. I just thought she was
Hey,
hot
when
as
you
shit.
move to Japan, look for her.
Yeah, maybe I can convince her. You know, maybe I can land her and convince her to fucking lose some
Hey,
weight.
once a porn star, always a porn star. She's not gonna forget the moves.
Hey, she probably got herpes now or some shit. Most of these chicks end up that way, bro. They get herpes. Their pussy gets blown out. You know, they blow an Achilles or some shit. I don't know. They retire some way or form. Normally, it's a sexually transmitted disease, I would assume. But yeah, but porn stars be crazy. Like you have you been like seeing these like Mia Khalifa things that come up on Snapchat?
I've never even seen Mia Khalifa in a porno. I barely even know who she is.
I've seen like one or two, but like now she's like she was like one of the most famous. I think she was like
Yeah, she
gl-
got pretty famous when she first
she
started.
was literally like within like her first like two fucking pornos. I think was like
Yeah,
the most
it was
famous
bad.
porn star in the world, and I think she only did it for like a year or something, and then
Yeah, she
quit.
just put herself through college real fast with that.
Yeah, she quit after like a year, and then now she's just like so fucking ashamed of like the shit that she did that
Why?
I don't know. She went on this fucking interview and shit and just got roasted because the guy was like, do you feel ashamed of what you're doing?" She's like, "Of course I do." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, then she said she wanted to take everything down and then the guy was like, "Literally, you know, this is the internet, right? It's when something gets put on the internet, it's literally there forever. Like, there's no way that's happening." But like, yeah, she's like, I think we had a conversation about this like years ago about like you asked me like could I ever date like a porn star or marry a porn star or some shit.
Oh yeah, I asked you if you would date like a girl that does like OnlyFans or porn or anything like that, and you're like,
No,
nah.
this was
Like I would
before.
just fuck her
Yeah,
and then
this was
not be with her.
yeah, this was only before this was way before OnlyFans. This was like I think you said like straight up porn star. I was just like, yeah, nah, we just fuck. And then you got salty at me because then you're like, why? Like she'd be so good. I was like, bro, you like you're gonna have a kid with this chick and like let's say it does work out. Like every like she like okay yeah your guy friends would be like yeah right like fist bumping shit, but like once you have a kid with this bitch and then like the kid's friends like can just look up the fucking mom's name and just see her taking dicks in the ass like it's no biggie, like it's just embarrassing. So like
How is it embarrassing? Everybody has sex. Obviously, that kid came into the world with sex.
listen, I'm not disparaging porn stars. It's an occupation, right? You know, you do what you got to do to get money. Just like yeah, but like as far as like once you get into that field, there are certain repercussions for things that you do in life, and that's just one, fam. Like you're like you did porn, and now everyone knows it. You know what I mean? I'm not slut shaming, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Just like all these bitches now, who as soon as they turn 18, they drop OnlyFans and shit without, you know, because they're just thinking, shit, quick money, quick money. I just flash some titties and there it is. But you know, they're not thinking long term. Like, oh shit, what if I want to be an actress, or what if I want to be a scientist, or what if I want to be an astronaut, or what if I want to be, you know, a politician? Like, that's it, bruh. like,
It's not it.
like
You
that's.
just cover it up.
I mean, you
Just like
could
all these politicians fucking kids.
there's even certain jobs now like that will track your like you know like marketing jobs and like there's a
They've
lot of good
always done
jobs out
that.
there. Yeah, I know,
Yeah, they
but
look you up and you're like what websites you're on and they look at your profiles and shit
exactly,
like
I'm just
that and
saying
all
that
that bullshit.
there's consequences for everything you do in life, and being a porn star and sucking dick for a living is and putting that on the internet is you know there's gonna be a lot more repercussions than somebody who's cutting grass, bruh. Just gonna say
I
that.
mean, I just don't think that there should be because like one, these people are doing it because they enjoy it and they're like, yo, I'm playing to my strengths.
Hey, you don't think I like fucking, man? You don't think I wouldn't mind getting paid to fuck? I mean, that sounds like a pretty good job, but the job that I hold currently now, I mean, I could probably keep in the fucking game for maybe a good, until I'm 28, and then they're gonna push me off to somebody else because I ain't no Ron Jeremy. Speaking of, I think he's going to prison, but that's besides the point. It's yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm not slut shaming. You know,
Yeah, 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 I get it. You're just saying
I'm
that
just
there's
saying
repercussions,
I'm just
but
defending myself because before when I said it, you kind of gave me a little salt there, and I'm just saying,
I
I'm
just
not
think that
willing
like
because okay,
you
listen,
know everybody has to work, and if you play to your strengths, and if sucking dick is your strength, like you should not have
is that a strength
to
though?
worry about like all these other things.
Is
Like
that a strength though?
it
Because
kind of
if
is.
if you suck, listen, I'm not good at golf, right? But I golf. But if I played golf every day, played golf with strangers every day, played golf with people who are good at golf, right? You see where I'm getting at here? That are good at golf. I'm gonna eventually get pretty good at golf. I'm gonna pick up some things. I'm gonna learn a few things, and I'm gonna get good at golf, man. Like it's the same thing with that. I mean, like it doesn't seem like a talent. You know what I mean? It's just like running. It's just like running, man. Like if I ran a bunch, eventually, if I can't even run a mile, if I keep running for a year, eventually I'm gonna be able to run like 8 miles. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but
I wouldn't say that's a
let's say that
talent.
you're playing golf, right?
Yeah.
And then you get good over the year. You pick shit up. How long is it gonna take you before you can live from just playing golf?
Well, that's the difference between golf and sucking dick for a living. It's it's and nobody can. It's anybody can. And let's just say golf was based on appearance, right? Like fuck, man, you're pretty handsome. You're pretty cute. You got a pretty nice ass, dude. Like you could golf. Like you could become a professional golfer. Yeah, and then you're just like, well, I can, you know, let's just say sucking dick is driving, like getting off the tee. Well, I'm pretty good at sucking dick, right? I'm pretty good at driving, but I'm not very good at and let's just say anal is your short game, right? It's putting. I'm not very good at my putting. They'd be like, you're all right though. You're still we'll just put you in tournaments where there's no putting involved. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, man. Like,
But
not
there's
it's
so
not
much
comparable.
more that goes into like sucking dick. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna wake up
Is
today,
it?
I'm gonna suck some dick, and I'm gonna get paid. Like, no. Like these girls have
I'm
to
pretty sure that's the mentality,
like
but
work.
keep
Like,
going.
yeah, but
Defend it.
like they have to work out. They have to like make sure that they always look good. Like looking good is not as easy as it sounds. Like imagine every day you gotta take 2 to 3 hours out of your day just to work out, and you can't skip it because if you gain a little weight, you're all of a sudden not as wanted for porn as you were,
Yeah, but is it
and your
hard
dick
when you have
sucking
nothing to
skills
do except
are not
fucking?
gonna like.
Like for me, it's hard. I have a full-time job, hobbies, and like things that will pull my interest away from working out. Is it hard to do when literally your job is to fuck for 2 hours? There's
But
a
your
lot of
job
there's
is
a
not
lot of
to
leeway
fuck
in
for
there.
2 hours.
There's a lot of leeway in there to find time to fucking go do a couple crunches. You know what I mean? Especially if it's your
But you're
livelihood.
not. But you're not doing crunches. You're doing a full body workout.
I'm
You need to
I'm
get your hair done. You need
I'm
to get
being
your
I'm
like
being
nails done. You gotta get your
bitches do that
everything waxed.
anyways. Bitches do that anyways.
No, they don't.
Listen,
No, they don't. Like unless you're very extra or whatever. Like before I had a kid, I
yeah.
would not leave the house. Like if my hair wasn't done and if I wasn't wearing makeup, like I just wouldn't leave the house. Now you see me walking around at the store looking like a homeless person
Wearing
because I haven't
Jesus
combed my hair in 3 days.
slippers.
Like it's hard to look good
Yeah,
all
but
the
you're
time.
you're in a long-term relationship now and you have kids. Like you can't compare yourself to a porn star. You might take it in the ass and you might suck some dick every now and again, but but you, but you- but that's not your livelihood. I mean, at this point it is because you don't have a job. So, yeah, maybe you should get to work, bruh.
Maybe I should get to
Yeah.
work, but that's just hard. Like imagine only like not being able to eat anything you like. You're on this strict ass diet. You gotta work out. Like, I don't know. I just think that there's more to it than just like, oh, I'm gonna wake up, suck some dick, and get paid. I don't think it works that way. I don't think it is that way. And like every time I've watched a documentary about porn stars, it's never that way. Like these people just work themselves to death like everybody else. Just because they suck dick, it doesn't mean that their job is any easier from anybody else's job.
Mhm.
And they gotta deal with the slut shaming and the fucking people like harassing them online in real life,
It's just part of the
hiding
territory,
like
bro. It's just like if you're a waiter, you're gonna get a dickhead who's gonna tip you a penny just because some fuckhead in the back burned three of their pizzas because he's new. It just comes with the territory. Every job has that territory of
so
some
you're
sort.
telling me that waiters get harassed online and on the street for being waiters?
I mean, maybe if you saw like like somebody like, hey, you see that fucking piece of shit over there, right? You're at the store. Yeah,
But like
he was a
these
shit
girls
waiter.
don't get harassed like that. They get like actually harassed, like people that want to come to their houses and do things to them, or if they see them in the street they follow them. Like that is super creepy to me. Like
I don't think they
I just
deserve. I don't think they deserve a medal of honor for that. But yeah,
I mean,
it just
no,
comes with
but
the
we don't
territory.
deserve to be like your job is easier because you just suck dick. Like no, their job is just as hard as anybody else's. But
I
there's
would
like a lot of
say
like emotional like
I would say I'd rather if I was in a porn star situation here, I would say I'd rather fuck chicks than go cut lawns again for living in 100+ degree weather. I'd say they got it pretty easy. And if some fat fuck, some 300 pound fat fuck calls me a fucking slut on the internet, it's not really gonna phase me very much.
okay, but it's not one. It's like millions of people every day telling you like just to kill yourself, that your kids are gonna have cancer, that you're the worst thing in the world,
That's with
that
anybody
they hope that you
who's
die. Like
that's with
it's just
anybody.
constant like
Yeah, I know,
harassment.
but I mean that's not secluded to porn stars though. That's anybody who's on a
Yeah,
social
but it's
media and
more targeted to people who
eh,
like are actively just like open with their sexuality. Like I follow this one girl on Instagram, the girl that I just bought my t-shirt from. All
okay.
she does is art. So she drives a little Volkswagen van and she does art with and she drives around and she stops places and she has two little pugs. She doesn't do porn. She doesn't do OnlyFans. She doesn't ever post pictures naked. And she put up screenshots of her DMs and it's all these disgusting ass people harassing her because she does art.
Let me put it. Let me
Like
let me extend an olive branch, right? So you've been on dating sites, right? I mean, fuck, we met
yeah.
on one, and the specific dating site that we met on was Meet Me, right? Now, Meet
I
Me,
don't remember to be honest.
yeah, it was Meet Me. The specific the specific the thing that's different about Meet Me is there's no filter. Like anybody can message you. So you're telling me you didn't get degrading, like pure, like just vulgar shit through DMs, like 'cause, like literally
I
your
did not
DMs are open.
actually.
Okay,
Like the
then
worst
you're
thing
one in a
that
million because a lot of the chicks that I've matched with or talked to on those fucking sites when I was on them,
I'm not
you
pretty,
know,
yo. Like I'm not one of those girls that like actively like I guess gets hit on and shit. Like I've never even been to a bar where like a dude came up to me and he was like, "Oh, like you're cute. Let me buy you a drink or whatever." Like nah.
that shit's kind
Like
of dead
that
to
shit
be
don't
honest.
happen to me.
I
That
go to
shit to
bars all
me
the
is like
time and I hardly
surreal.
do that. Mainly because I go to the bar with the homies and I literally just go to get fucked up and play pool. Like that's just my vibe when I'm over there. Like yeah, if a girl is close and she seems friendly, I'll chat with her and shit. But I'm not actively out there seeking, like hitting on women and shit. I remember one time I went to this bar, right? I went to the bar like 2 months ago. I was sitting there, I'm fucked up, right? I'm stumbling. I'm slurring my words. I'm shit at pool. The more I drink, the worse I get at pool. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm gonna go to the restroom, right? It's like maybe 30, 40 minutes before closing. I go to take a piss. I come out. This black guy's yelling at me, right? I'm like, what the fuck's his problem, right? He's like, yo, man. Blah, blah, blah. Right, I don't hear him. He's just like, yo, man. Blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm just
it's
like,
like slurring and
I can't
shit.
hear this guy. I'm pretty much almost at my pool table, right? I've literally walked the entire fucking length of the bar, and he keeps fucking jabbering on, right? I'm just like, fuck, man, what does this guy want, man? Right? So I'm like, fuck it. So I turn around and I go talk to this guy. I'm like, what? Like, what do you want, man? And he's just like, man, go talk to them girls over there, right? I'm just like, what? And I look over at those girls, right? And the look of horror on their face, right? The look of sheer just embarrassment and horror on their face. Like, you know,
They were just terrified.
yeah, they're just like, bro, please do not like,
Come over
yeah,
and
do
talk
not
to us.
come over here and talk to us and appease this fucking crazy drunk man, right? Like you can tell when I mean, even I was fucked up, man. Even when I'm fucked up, I can tell. You know, like when people just want to be left alone and vibe, and most of the time that's the vibe that I see. You know, recently I've been seeing a lot of like 35-year-old look like recently divorced women in there just sitting at the bar alone, and like every now and again some guy will go up there and talk to him, and then they never get fucking taken home and shit like that. I don't know, maybe it's just COVID, but bitches ain't
Let me
giving it
just
up.
this just reminded me of a story.
Okay.
So, whenever like I was like getting divorced, like that remember that night that I called you that like all this shit flipped out at my house and I just like I wanted to kill somebody
Oh yeah,
and the cops came over and shit.
like it was
All
yesterday.
right. Yeah. So, the next day I ended up getting arrested. And it was not my fault. I was the one that called the cops because I got assaulted and shit. I had a fucking concussion. But the cops came and they're like, nah, we think that you assaulted him. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Anyways, they take me to jail. I'm sitting in the fucking cell. And I was wearing scrubs because I was getting ready to go to work. And these people are like, you gotta take everything off. You can't have your hair tied. You can't have your gauges in. Like, you can't have anything on you. Take off your bracelets, your watch, put your phone in here. And then they handcuffed me and they put me in a cell. And I'm like, all right, so what's going on? They're like, well, we're just holding you for now, blah, blah, blah. And I started getting upset. I was like, so I'm in here and he gets to beat the shit out of me, give me a concussion, and he's out there. And they're like, ma'am, we don't want you to get riled up. Like, if you keep asking all these questions, we're going to have to restrain you and blah, blah. I was like, yo, this is some bullshit. And I was standing like right by the gate talking to the cop, and he was just being an asshole. They're booking this other guy, like 45, 50-year-old black man. He's in the cell next to me. And when they're walking him over, he starts hitting on me. He's like, hey, shorty. He's like, what
Yeah.
you in here for? I was like, what? I had to come to jail to get hit on. I was
Yeah, cause
so, I was like,
that dude know
it
what
made
was
my
in,
day a
man.
little, but I was also upset that I had to go to jail for that.
That dude know what was in. He's probably going in for some drug charges, probably just fucking or fucking something. He's probably gonna be in there for longer than a few hours. So homie was trying to
Yeah, I was,
spit some game
yeah, I
real
was,
quick before he,
yeah, I was in there
had to
all
start
day.
fucking man ass.
He seemed like he was in there all the time. Like he was chilling, talking to the cops, getting his picture taken. They were taking his prints. He was just hanging out. Like he goes there all the time. And I'm just like, all right, this is where you pick up women. I could see that. Okay, I got it. But I was like, oh my God. It was pretty funny though. Like, it's the one thing in that day that made me laugh. I was like, okay.
I don't
I
get it.
sat down after that until I got released. I was like, I'm just gonna sit down.
I don't get hit on a lot, but every now and again I get approached, and it's normally by older women. Like one time I was at the mall and I got approached by this older woman. She must have been like 30, 36 or something like that. She's like, "Hey, hon." And I was like, "What's up? How's it going?" I literally just got my hair cut. I took my lunch break to go get my hair cut, and I was gonna bounce, right? So I'm literally almost at the entrance, ready to bounce. She's like, "Hey, hon, how's it going?" And I was like, "What's up?" And she's just like, you look pretty cute, but is there any way you could help me? I'm just like, all right, she's hitting on me for sure. I was like, I ain't got time for this, bro. I got shit to do, right? I ain't got time to get hit on by a 36-year-old woman, and she's looking at me, right, like all googly eyed and shit, right, like expecting me to like start hitting on her, and she asked me the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard a woman ask me. She's like, "Do you know what a Spencer's is at?" Bro, literally, if she turned her head 90 degrees, she would have seen the Spencer's. And I'm just like, all right, bro. Like, I would love to sit here and chat with you, and go through this process, but like, I gotta go. You know what I mean? I'm just like, it's right there, and she looked like disappointed, and I just left. But yeah, I
She probably was like
that was
expecting you to be
yeah.
like, oh, it's
I,
right over here, and then you'd walk inside with her, and she'd pull you
yeah,
to the
yeah,
back.
yeah. And then she showed me all the dirty shit they got in the back of the Spencers, the pocket pussies, the anal beads, and oh, dude, look at
Spencer's
this.
is wild. How is that place even in the mall?
It is. They literally got pocket pussies in there and like lingerie and like fucking banana flavored lube and like, all this weird shit. And
Lube
yeah,
is not even edible. Did you know that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's
There's no
not.
point in it being flavored. Like, it's not edible. You're not
Yeah,
supposed to eat it.
yeah. I mean, but like, probably makes some shit a little more tolerable. So bitches who don't have a living and sucking dick, probably makes it a little easier for those poor women, those poor, novice.
Poor souls
Yeah,
just out here suffering, not getting paid for that pussy.
yeah,
I feel that.
exactly. But yeah, yeah, that's literally the last time I could remember getting hit on, and before that, it's nothing, nothing.
Well,
Apparently, at my job, I don't know what it is with 30-year-olds, man. They just act. They're loving me at this point for some reason,
get yourself
right?
a cougar.
they,
Stop playing.
there's this girl sitting at my I come into my office in the front, right, to do some work, and I'm sitting there, waiting for this appointment, this meeting, and you know I'm real cool with the people in the front, like the people who check people in and shit. Like they're pretty much receptionists. They're pretty much overpaid receptionists. So I always like sit there and shit talk and like we talk about stupid shit and whatnot. And I walk up to the front desk lady, right, and there's a girl there and they're talking, right. They're just shooting the shit. And I start talking to her, I start shooting the shit, start cracking jokes or whatnot. And then my person comes for my meeting, right? And I go back there and I help them out. Probably busy for like 30 minutes, right? I come back out and I come back to shoot the shit with them before I leave and go back home. And they're like acting real weird. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, right? I think I kind of know what's going on here, right? So I'm just like, all right, I don't want to disturb you guys' talk, right? So I have another meeting at like 12 or 1 or some shit. I'll be back. She's like, okay, Fozzie, I'll see you later, right? So then I come back at 12 for another meeting, and she's like asking weird questions, right? She's like, how old are you? You single, right? I'm like, what? I was like, why you want to know? Like, you hitting on me or something? I was like, I love you, but but let's keep it professional here. Like, and she's like, no, not for me, dummy. And she's like, I was just asking for a friend. They wanted to know how old you were, right? And I was like, it was that redhead bitch in the front, and from earlier, wasn't it? I didn't say bitch, but I was like, it was that redheaded girl from earlier, wasn't it? She's like, I ain't telling, but maybe, right? And I was like, she's like, you like older women? Because I told her my age. I was like, I'm 27. She's like, you like older women, Fozzie? I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I might be in the mood for that. And she's like, what the hell you mean? I was like, listen, I've been dating a lot of 21-year-olds, 19-year-olds and shit, and they're always a fucking hot mess. Like they never got their shit together, but it's fun, you know what I'm saying? She gets my drift, right? And she's just like, well, she's 32 and she's got her shit together, she's got a good job. I'm like, are you talking about that girl who was in the front? she's she's like, I ain't telling you. I was like, you know what? Just, whoever you're talking about, Wink, wink. Go ahead, give her my number. Right? I was like, I don't care. Right? And then I saw that girl like 2 days ago. She was eyeballing me. She was looking me down. I was about to drop a pen, and bend down and pick it up, on purpose. Give her a good look. But anyways, yeah. That's a yeah. But
Just go for a cougar. What are you doing?
at this point, I haven't dated anybody my age or older than my age in a while.
Why?
I
That's
don't,
where it at, boy.
I don't know, bruh. I'm just stupid, I guess. And surprise, surprise, it never works. It never works out. But
My boyfriend's 31.
and
He
you're,
got it together pretty good. 25.
god damn, 6 years. I mean, I can't judge. I think the youngest girl I dated was like 18, and
I
I
would hope so.
was how old was I at that point? I was like 25, almost 26. So yeah, I was like 7 years older than her. But hey, it was fun. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've had a kid since I've been 18 years old. I'm not really looking to have fun. And I really haven't. Like, my whole adult life, I haven't. And I think I've only actually dated, like, a couple of men. Like, I went through my phases and shit, you know. But, like, actively, like, dated, like, men. Like, I had, like, a high school sweetheart. We were together, like, 4 years. And then after that, I was like with my baby daddy. We weren't together long actually, just like a couple of months. But since he was my baby daddy, I was trying to work with it. It didn't work out. And then I got married, and then I was married 5 years, and now I'm here. So I really haven't dated a lot, but I've definitely learned my lesson about dating people that are younger than me.
I
Like
may
my
be
ex-husband, he was younger than me.
I may be getting past that phase too. Like,
I would hope
recently
so.
I dated my high school sweetheart, and that didn't work out too well. But
I remember that.
it is what, yeah, I would hope so. It was only like a month ago, but it is what it is. You know, shit happens. Time to move on. Maybe find another like good one, but I don't know.
Find a cougar. You're gonna like them.
I think I'm down, bro. I'm ready to be the one to shell out some, to not shell out the money every time we go out, to be pampered a bit. That'd be kind of nice, you know.
I mean, I don't think that comes with age. I think that just comes with the type of person you're dating. Like, I'm just one of those bitches that likes to buy stuff. Like, when we went to go visit my boyfriend's family, his mom was looking like at his clothes, and he likes to wear Express. He just likes, the clothes from there. So his mom's looking at the clothes, and he's like, "Oh, this is really nice." And he's like, "Oh yeah, like she bought me that." And then he was like trying to say like something special or something. He's like, "No, she just bought me that." I just like buying him things. Like he buys me things. Like why shouldn't I buy him shit? Like I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, I think
Maybe I'm just dating the wrong girls because I've never had any girl do anything financially for me, whether it be buying me a fucking dollar Arizona tea at a fucking gas station, bro.
oh fuck that bullshit.
I'm always the one shelling out, bro. But
Oh no, you dating the wrong type of girls all the way. Get yourself a cougar. You're gonna like it. These women are like most of them,
I,
because I'm
I,
not gonna say that cougars don't play games because they do, but like most of them, they're not looking to like they want to have fun, but they're not looking for somebody like, oh, he's gonna like fucking like he's gonna buy me things or pay for dinner, whatever. Not like no, they just want to have fun, hang out, blah blah blah, like get you some things, things like that. Like
hmm Yeah, yeah, I feel that. I think right now I'm trying to date somebody my own age or maybe slightly older than me. I don't know about 35 or nothing like that, but I'm cool with
what's
like
wrong with 35?
I'm cool with like you pushing 40, bro. Like my
No, the
mom,
fuck is
like
that's five
my
years
mom,
away.
my mom is 41, bro. Like Like
My
that would.
brother's 20 28. My brother's 28. So
Yes.
my boyfriend's older than him. Like when he met him, he was like, "What the fuck? This man's is older than me." But my brother's wife is the same age as I am, so she's 25 too.
Yeah. It seems pretty like norm to like date a guy to date, you know, a younger girl. That seems pretty norm. But I mean, I don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, I don't know. I'll see what it is. Right now, just got out of a relationship, so I'm just kind of going with the flow, enjoying, doing me, finding some hobbies, working out, shit like that. You feel?
You gonna get better at golf and shit?
I feel like here's the thing, right? Golfing is fucking hilarious when you're dog shit at it. It's absolutely hilarious when you're fucking dog shit at it. You want to know what happened the last time me and my homie went golfing?
What's up?
It's only our second time golfing, right? Like on a course, like 18 holes, legitimately. We we came to the golf course with 6 balls, right? We went to the front. The last time we did that, we didn't make it past hole 9. I mean, we made it to hole 9. I think we went to hole 11 and we lost all of them. And then in the woods, like just shanking, bro. Like it's honestly like I'm pretty sure golfers wish they could hit balls like me. Like as far as like the angles that I achieve, not so much distance, right? Like I'll hit a ball and it'll look like it's going straight. I'm like, that looks good. And literally as soon as I finish that second it takes for me to push that sentence out, oh, that looks good. It makes a legit 90-degree fucking angle and fucking goes straight into the woods,
How
right?
the fuck do you do that?
So I don't know, but I do it. So the last time we went out golfing, right? We go to check in and then pay our shit, right? And we're like, we're probably gonna. We had 6 golf balls, right? And last time, like I said, we only made it to hole 9 or 11, and we weren't confident. We were like, we're probably not better. Like we're probably the same skill level. Let's get some more balls, right? So we tell the guy in front, like we're straight up with him. We're like, listen, man, we're absolute trash at golf. What? Like we need balls, and we start looking at like the Nike balls and like the high quality shit, right? Because I mean, we make decent money. We don't give a fuck. And the guy's like, you know what? I wouldn't really go with those balls. We have like these balls in the back. They come in a bag and they come with 12, and it's like 14.99 or some shit. We're like, oh fuck, that sounds like a good ass deal, man. I was like, yeah. So we get one of those bags, right? 12 balls. We start on hole 1. By the time we get to hole 9, we have like 2 or 3 balls left, right? We have 2 or 3 balls left, and we both look at each other, and we're like, dude, we need to get more balls. So we had to walk back into the fucking place and tell the guy, yeah, we need another bag of fucking 12, man. It was fucking so embarrassing, but it was fucking hilarious.
Why don't
Literally,
you buy like a bucket, or is that not real?
no, they have those. Like, I saw a bucket at like Dick's for like $35 with like 50 balls in there, and that would be the move. But we're not smart, and every time we go to the mall, none of us wants to buy it, and none of us wants to like carry it the entire fucking time we're walking around the mall. so we
Oh
just
my
so we
god.
just never get it. So I go in there and I get the ball. We finally, I think we made it with like 8 balls left. Like we finished all holes with 8 balls left, and that's just me and my one homie just shanking balls like left and right. And now tomorrow we're gonna go with 4 people who literally suck ass at golf.
Yeah,
So
you guys might want to invest in the bucket.
yeah, so we're gonna. But yeah, we'll end it here.
Um,
You gotta,
so
yeah,
if anybody listens to this, guys, it's just us talking. We're not serious people. We're just here to have fun.
that's good sign off. Pretty much the gist of who the fuck we are and what the fuck we're about. But all right, yeah, I'll end it.
All right, all
Peace.
right then. Peace.